Man, this sucks, Donkey Kong. I hate Dragon Ball Super sidelining Goten and Trunks. Dragon Ball Super has turned Goten and Trunks into a big, massive joke. Hello, everyone. I am Sword Caliber 687, and today I am gonna talk about Goten and Trunks from Dragon Ball Super. Before this awesome video gets started, like, share, subscribe. Also, leave a comment below if you guys want to see more of my content. Anyway, let's begin the video. For my personal opinion, I do not like how Dragon Ball Super handled Goten and Trunks. I am not gonna talk about future Trunks for this video. I am talking about the present Trunks with Goten. Dragon Ball Super treats Goten and Trunks like they're not anything special. I remembered watching the first episode of Dragon Ball Super showing Goten and Trunks. The whole episode's about giving Videl a present after she moved in with Gohan. After I was watching the first episode of Dragon Ball Super, I was like this. Maybe Dragon Ball Super would make Goten and Trunks useful again. Both Goten and Trunks did do a good job of beating that giant snake. I hope there's more better fights with Goten and Trunks in the future. Maybe Toei Animation would make Goten and Trunks useful again after the first fight with that giant snake. I wondered what episode could Toei Animation do for Goten and Trunks to progress as characters. I was excited for watching the next episode of Dragon Ball Super when Goten and Trunks was fighting against Beerus. The sad thing is, when Goten and Trunks fought against Beerus, both of them easily lost against the fight with Beerus. The sad thing is, Goten and Trunks was fused into Gotenks when they were fighting against Beerus. I was still having hope that Goten and Trunks would be a lot more useful in the series, and Akira Toriyama or Torotoro would not sideline Goten and Trunks after the fight with Beerus, right? Okay, I need to stop joking now. Dragon Ball Super treated Trunks and Goten so terribly. I don't like the writing for Dragon Ball Super saying that Trunks and Goten can't do anything, all because they're kids. Come on, Toriyama and Torotoro. There is a lot of useful kid characters in Dragon Ball, like Kid Goku, GT Goku, and Kid Gohan. This doesn't make any sense, all because Trunks and Goten fought against Majin Buu. I don't like the fact that when Goten and Trunks fuse in Dragon Ball Super treats Gotenks like a joke. The writers in Super doesn't want Gotenks to do anything, all because they're not important characters. Dragon Ball has a lot of kid characters with great potential to get better in fights and battles. I feel like Toriyama doesn't like showing kid characters anymore, showing great power and great potential, all because he's just focused on mostly Goku and Vegeta. Like, the biggest example is Team Gohan versus Cell. I know he was called Team Gohan, but he was just 11 years old when he was fighting against Cell. Everybody remember that awesome beam struggle that Cell and Gohan did when they were fighting against each other. I wish that Dragon Ball Super had more impactful things for Kid Goten and Trunks. One of my crazy ideas, it is giving Kid Goten and Trunks new abilities. I would like to see that in the future. But I feel like the problem is Akira Toriyama sees Goten and Trunks as gag characters. The huge main reason why Goten and Trunks got Super Saiyan in Dragon Ball Z in the first place, it was just for a joke. Akira Toriyama needs to stop doing that. Dragon Ball already has tons of gag characters, like Master Roshi, Oolong, Launch, and Yajirobe. Because, Toriyama, you treat Goten and Trunks like joke characters, you ruined Yamcha for being a joke character, too. I watched Dragon Ball for how much Yamcha has progressed as a character and got stronger. By the point of Dragon Ball Z, Yamcha was a punching bag. And Dragon Ball Super sidelined Yamcha. That is just completely sad. Yamcha used to be stronger than Krillin in Dragon Ball. Come on, Akira Toriyama and Toritaro. You brought back Master Roshi and made him useful again. Why can't you do the same thing for Goten and Trunks and Yamcha? I feel like Goten and Trunks are suffering from the Yamcha effect. The Yamcha effect is just a made-up term I just made up when Akira Toriyama introduces a new character and makes the new character a part of Goku's group. Akira Toriyama would sideline his old characters and makes them useless. I wish Goten and Trunks has more screen time in the series, but Krillin has more screen time than Goten and Trunks. Everybody's been wondering why I am saying that Kid Trunks and Goten should have more screen time in Dragon Ball Super. It is because it is too late now. The latest chapter for Dragon Ball Super revealed that Goten and Trunks are teenagers now. And Dragon Ball Super doesn't really do anything when Goten and Trunks become teenagers. I watched some of the Dragon Ball movies with Kid Goten and Trunks, with Bio Broly, and the return of Broly. Some of Kid Goten and Trunks' fighting styles when they're fighting against Broly is one of the coolest things I ever saw in the franchise. And they have a lot of team attacks when they fight against Broly. I wish that the other Dragon Ball media would use the Bio Broly movesets for Kid Goten and Trunks. It would be cool if Trunks and Goten does a Team Ki Blast attack later on in the future for Dragon Ball Super. Dragon Ball Super turned Team Goten and Trunks joke characters too. I wish Akira Toriyama and Toritaro would listen to my feedback and stop making some of these fighter characters joke characters. The only thing I wish for is Akira Toriyama stops sidelining Goten and Trunks and makes them useful. I don't have any hopes for the latest Dragon Ball Super chapter. The fact is, Goten and Trunks are teenagers now, and the outfit that Goten and Trunks are wearing is the Great Saiyaman outfit. I am going to transition a bit and talk about the Great Saiyaman. I know you guys are wondering why I am talking about the Great Saiyaman. The answer, it is completely obvious. It is because Trunks and Goten becomes the Great Saiyaman Juniors. This is the reason why I am telling you guys about the Great Saiyaman, all because this character is responsible for what's going on in the latest Dragon Ball Super chapter for Goten and Trunks. The Great Saiyaman arc in DBZ is a mini arc before the Buu Saga even starts. The Great Saiyaman arc in DBZ is terrible. The whole reason why the arc is bad, it is because of this. The idea of Gohan becoming a superhero sounds like a good idea on paper, but the Great Saiyaman is not executed well. When I heard the news, it is a bit of a disappointment of Goten and Trunks wearing the Great Saiyaman outfit. Dragon Ball GT handled Goten and Trunks better than Super. Dragon Ball GT also progressed Trunks and Goten as characters, like Trunks being the president of Capsule Corp and Goten having a girlfriend. There is a lot of interesting things that you can just do just to expand these characters. But Akira Toriyama and Toro are not doing anything to expand their characters. Maybe it would take a long time for Goten and Trunks to be useful again. I hope Akira Toriyama and Toro would do more things in the future for both of these characters. I feel like this is a good point to end the video. Thank you for watching this video. Like, share, subscribe. Also leave a comment below if you guys want to see more of my content. Anyway, see you soon.